Where are you doing that in Notion? Like, do you just make a new project like you would if you're in Claude or something like that? Like, how are you actually even getting to that point?
Creating the agents?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually it's a brand new feature inside of Notion, but if you've got a Notion, you'll see over here it says agents right here. And you just really as soon as you want to create a new agent, you click the plus sign. And what's really cool about it is you can use AI to create the agent. So what's an idea? Let's actually create an agent right now. What is something that would be so wonderful for you to take off your plate and have like an AI agent do automatically? Huh?
I really love your newsletter idea. But what about if you had a blog? Is there a way, like, or a podcast? Is there a way
Mm.
that you see all of the podcast episodes? Firstly, like it manages all the episodes and then
Mhm.
also manages all of the content it makes, like for those episodes. So if you've got, say, 10 podcast episodes and you want that to turn into 10 more bits of content, is there a
Mhm.
way you can see what has been done, what hasn't been done? What is there a way to manage what has
Oh,
been used, what hasn't
yeah.
been?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like, for example, I actually don't even think that would necessarily be creating an agent because these are more like the things that run autonomously in the background. What I would probably do in that case, oh, actually, I have an idea. This could be something that we could create is maybe we have a let's talk about maybe creating like a marketing assistant. So maybe we tell it I want to create a marketing assistant every, I don't know, let's say every Monday morning. I want it to scan my content ideas database. So all of my content ideas for all of you content creator peeps in here. Firstly, I have a content creation hub inside of my Notion system. I'll just show you that really quickly before we build out the agent. And in this content creation hub, I have like my content strategy, I have my pillars, my general content calendar, and then these are all of the different social media platforms or just platforms in general that I've ever posted to. So we've got YouTube, my blog, my podcast, my newsletter. I used to be in a Brains executive contributor. I'm currently not anymore. So literally sky's the limit with this. And then I have a content calendar, which is actually the page I probably look at the most where I can see the content that I have scheduled to go out this week, what I'm still working on, so on and so forth. And all of the content ideas I've ever created, even content ideas that I've never done anything with, those live inside of this content ideas database. So this is going to look overwhelming, but basically, this is just a list of all of the different types of content, all of the different content ideas that I have ever come up with. They live inside of this database. And I've been in Notion for like 5 years. So there's a lot of content inside of this database. But like, let's say maybe, let's go back to whatever page I started building this on right here. Let's say I want every Monday morning this little marketing agent to go in and I want it to scan my content ideas master database for content I have never published. So, like, its status is not published or scheduled that aligns with upcoming campaigns. Like I actually mentioned to you earlier, I keep track of all of the like campaigns that I'm actively like working on. So I'm doing a lot of summits this month in particular. So it can reference the campaigns that are coming up. And maybe I say, recommend which of those pieces of content I should publish this week or something like that. I don't know. We're doing this off the cuff here. So then I would just submit that and it's going to start helping me create my agent. So I'm setting up this marketing assistant. He's going to update the instructions, connecting it to a Monday morning workflow. So you can actually see what it just did there. It just updated its name, weekly marketing assistant. Let's see what else it's going to start doing here. So you can see it says vibing. I'm going to actually change this because I use dark mode. I'm a dark mode lady, but let's change this to light mode so you can see it a little bit better. You can see it's vibing. You can always see what the marketing assistant or what the AI is doing. It's vibing in the background. I actually really like this compared to like a chat GPT because sometimes I'm just like, chat GPT, are you working? Are you doing anything? And I like that with the AI agent, I can actually see it. So you can see it just did
Yeah.
all of this stuff here, changed its name. It set a trigger so that's going to happen every Monday morning and it created some instructions for itself. So every Monday morning, recommend what to publish this week by matching unpublished content to upcoming campaigns. So it's going to look at my content database, it's going to look at my campaigns, and you could do this for clients as well. And it's going to pull candidate content ideas from this and it's going to exclude anything that is already published that has a status label of published and scheduled. And it's doing all of the stuff that feels very techy, very like coding almost. And it's just doing it based on this prompt that I gave it. Now, notice one thing that I think is really important with the AI assistant in Notion that's very different than like ChatGPT. In ChatGPT, you will always tell, or Claude, you'll always tell it, like, go to your knowledge, or I uploaded this thing for you. In Notion, whether you are using this custom agent or like you're using the AI agent that's in the bottom corner here, we're going to use the app mention. And what the app mention does in Notion is it allows you to tag any page in your Notion system. So if you want it to pull in information from a particular part of your Notion system, you're going to tag where that is. You're going to use the app mention. If you want it to look at a particular page in your Notion system, you're going to tag it. So, like, for example, here, the fact that I've got way too many tabs open already here, but the fact that I told it, hey, I want you to cater my audience to this page. This is a page where I describe my ideal client. And whenever I want to make sure my content is really geared toward that ideal client, I reference that page. Does that make sense? Am I getting
Yeah.
overly techy here?
No, that's great. We sometimes worry when we're using ChatGPT or Claude or anything like that,
Mhm.
that we're just giving us so much information the whole time that we're out of space before we even start the project. So
Yeah.
with this, kind
Yeah.
of like you're able to reference it without filling everything with information because it's already got the information somewhere.
Exactly. So, like, this is an example. So now, like, I could just save this. And now on Monday morning, I am going to get a little special delivery from this weekly marketing assistant saying, hey, you should publish this coming up. So, it's just so cool because it allows you to take something that would otherwise take your precious mental energy and your precious mental bandwidth and delegate it to something that's getting it done for you. And I think that is probably one of the most important ways to use AI that we're not even necessarily always thinking about. We're thinking about how can I use it to create things. I'm thinking about how can I use it to get shit done because I want to be able to have a shorter work day.
If you want to watch the entire episode, click here. And if you want to watch more episodes like this, click here.